Game Kid, what's going on? Yo, what up, gang? What are you doing? I'm chilling right now. I go to work in like 2 hours, but just doing a live. I appreciate that, Game Kid. Um, Game Kid, I don't recognize you. How's your day going so far, though? DJ, what's going on? Are subscribed? Are you saying you are subscribed, Dim Sun? Skibbity Frederick. What's going on? Maddie says, "Hi, what do you do for a living?" Hi, Maddie. I am a high school student. I make fragrance content. I make my own fragrances as well. And for just like an actual job, I work at my local TJ Maxx. Yes, hey Dimson, I appreciate that. Yo, I just got Greenlee. I love it so much. Greenlee is super good. I did end up trading it away just because the fragrances that I got back in return I like more than Greenlee. But Greenlee's definitely good. Peyton, what's going on? For free? Wait, for free? Oh, you got Elixir in the mail for free? Was it like a little sample or what? I've never been to Dubai. High schooler for real. For real? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm so lost. High schooler for real. I'm confused. 2.5 ounce DJ. How did you get that for free? Because that's 2.5 ounce is like it's like $100. Nice. You watch anime? I do not watch anime. I've never watched anime in my life. Just not necessarily something I'm interested in. Right now, as we can see though, I have two tester strips, and as you can see, this one is bent for a reason though. So this is the first formulation of my fragrance, and this is the second formulation. Just doing some testing, and I just bent it so I knew which one was which. Smelling the first formulation, very frankincense heavy, has this distinctive fruity sweetness to it, and this super nice vanilla. With the newer formulation, it's pretty much the exact same thing. The only thing that I've changed is I put a little bit less frankincense. I added cinnamon to it, and I added a little bit more vanilla. So this is just a slightly more warm, vanillic version of the original, but they're both really good, in my opinion. And of course, this is a fragrance that I'm working on, but I'm going to also be working on some content, bringing these to, not these, but like my fragrances to school, getting people's opinions on them. That's something I've been really wanting to do for a while. I just dislike sending hate from Australia. Letty, that's a dumb name. Sending hate from America. Dimson, finding a Jith, I believe is how you would say it. What's going on? Paid $115 for 4.2 ounce. But you only received 2.5 ounce. Oh, so they gave you a full refund for it. That's actually kind of nice, honestly. What's your name? My name is Micah. Do you play any games? Yeah, I think the game I've been playing most recently, Uncharted 4. It's really what I've been playing. Scent of the day, most want EDP. Very good choice, Soul Sassad. What's going on? I gotta go. I see you. Sounds good, Game Kid. JBFH, what's going on? Eldon just says poop. Right. I don't know what is going on right now. Dim Sun saying poop as well. Okay, sounds good. If anyone is wearing a fragrance, what are you guys wearing? My fragrance of the day is Dior Homme Sport 2017. It's just like a really refreshing, citrus, woodsy fragrance. Peppery as well. What channel have I just stumbled upon? You just stumbled upon Micah Fragrance. You know about Indian controversy? I don't even know what that means. So no. So confused. Got Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue is good. I used to have Light Blue. I ended up trading Light Blue. But True Religion Drifter shares a decent amount of similarities with Light Blue. maybe doesn't smell as high quality, but smells pretty close to light blue. So that's why I wasn't really upset or sad when I traded away light blue, because Drifter smells pretty close to it. Scent of the day is Phantom Parfum. Phantom Parfum is good. I like the whole Phantom line. Best youthful scents, in my opinion. Honestly, I'm not going to pull any out. Any Jean Paul Gaultier other than pretty much the original La Male and maybe La Male Parfum is a really good youthful fragrance. Get a life in a personality, bro. I bet the only thing that you watch is Jennifer. Do you need to work on your spelling a little bit? Get a life in a personality, bro. And then you didn't finish your sentence. Jennifer, I'm sorry if somehow I made you upset by existing. But you probably made your parents upset by existing your whole life. So you're just taking it out on me. It's okay, Jennifer. We all have our own issues. Some more than others, like you. But yeah. Ranking my entire collection when? When someone donates $1 million. No. I don't know. I think maybe when I hit like 100 fragrances, I will do a video going through everything. Nautica Voyage. Nautica Voyage is good. Another one that I had, but I didn't trade that one away. I gave it away to one of my brother's friends. Good fresh fragrance. There's better fresh fragrances in my collection though, which is why, again, wasn't upset that I gave that one away. You leave Jennifer. Exactly, Jennifer. And like, I don't like Jennifer. You haven't been in the lives before. I've never been like rude to you or anything. You come in and you're just like, you need a personality and a life. I have a life. I go to school. I work. I hang out with my girlfriend. I hang out with my friends. I make content that people enjoy. So Polar Red. Polar Red is good. Just a nice, like, woodsy, spicy fragrance. Don't ignore me. I didn't ignore you. I read your last comment about the Indian controversy, and I said I have no clue on what that is. Thoughts on Violet Myers? Who is Violet Myers? The corn star? Soul Sod. I don't watch that stuff. Getting Victor and Ross Spice Punk stream. By the way, keep doing what you're doing. Hey, JBFH, I appreciate that. Spice Bomb Extreme. The Spice Bomb Extreme is definitely good. It's this nice powdery vanillic with it's powdery vanillic scent at its base with a lot of like cinnamon, and just a lot of spices. Spice Bomb Extreme is definitely good. Good for the cool weather. I picked this one up in a trade. It's good. There's really not much else to say about it. It's pretty good. Alfa Romeo Ross selection. How can I do better? No budget. That question's a little confusing because you say Alfa Romeo Ross selection. How can I do better? No budget. Are you saying you only own Alfa Romeo fragrances and you want to get better fragrances? I think probably just the best thing you could do at that point, go to like your Dillard's or Ulta or Sephora and just smell fragrances that you like and then figure out which one you like and buy that one. Currently, what is my favorite fragrance? So, first of all, I like that question. Keyword currently, what is my favorite fragrance? Now, my favorite fragrance of all time is Stronger With You EDT, but currently, the fragrance that I've really been wearing a lot and really been loving a lot recently would probably have to be, I mean, Stronger With You still going to be in there. I've been wearing this one a decent amount recently, but City Rhythm Redline 2654, another one that I've really, really been loving recently. It's like a mix between Baccarat Rouge 540 and Le Beau. Grim, what's going on? Y'all like up the stream? Y'all, please like up this stream. Dimson, what's going on? I was extremely disappointed with Spice Punk stream. Just tobacco, some spices, boring and quite weak. It's not as strong as people say it is. A lot of people try and say it's like a beast mode fragrance. It's not a beast mode fragrance, at least anymore, but it's still a nice scent. How many fragrances do I have? I don't know the exact number, but somewhere in that like 70 to 80 fragrance range, but I'm not completely sure. Do I like Invictus? Invictus is good. Yeah, there are better options though. Sephora has men's selection. My Sephora has a men's selection. I'm pretty sure most do. Just got my God of Fire cologne. Don't hate it or love it. Just waiting for it to macerate. Have I got my nose on any of them? I have not got my nose on any of them. But definitely let me know how it is, Isaac. Have I tried 1 Million Elixir? I have tried 1 Million Elixir. It's one that my brother owns. He's not, well, his room is right next to mine, but he moved out because he's an adult now. But he took it with him. It's a really good fragrance. It's this nice, warm vanilla with a lot of fruitiness. Victory Elixir is fire. Invictus Victory Elixir is super, super good. That one's probably my favorite Invictus. And I think the original Invictus is good, but I would just go for like Rasasi Hawass instead. To me, Hawass is just kind of better. I prefer this scent profile over Invictus. I mean, it's a pretty similar scent profile. Hawass, to me at least, is just Invictus with some more spices to it. It's really good. Jesus loves you. Thank you, Kurt. Best city rhythm for summer. Think about picking up one for your summer camp. So, I have smelt, obviously, the two that I own. So, Miami Tropical Confessions and City Rhythm Redline 2654. These would both be super good for like a summer setting, summer camp setting. Redline is like this fruity floral coconut. Miami is another like fruity floral coconut, more of like a boozy coconut. And Redline's more of like this like candy vibe to it. Miami is super good. It's another one that's going to be great in the summer. And Puerto Rico, which is one that I'm getting tomorrow, is like supposed to be a super good mango fragrance. I think if you could only pick one, I would probably say go Redline 2654. It's a good fragrance. Saving up for a van, stall, VR, 125 Rio. Please send donations. I'm broke. I'll send you my support. Have I tried ITR? What is ITR? I've never heard about that. I've never heard of that. Name one popular fragrance house you can't get into. Thomas Cosmala. I've smelt a couple of his fragrances and just do not enjoy them. How much have I spent on all my colognes? I'm not sure. And keep in mind, I've been collecting. I got my first cologne late 2022. So it's not even like I just bought all this in like, a couple months. I've been collecting for what? It's like 2.5 years. But a couple $1,000s. You tried any of the flankers of Hawass? Hawass Fire is actually fire. So I've not tried any of the flankers, but Grim, I'm really thinking I'm either going to get Hawass Ice or Hawass Fire. I looked at Hawass Fire and it had like ambergris, and it looked like a really good fresh fragrance. Grim, what are your thoughts on it? Because I'd want to buy it, like, obviously to wear it whenever, but like specifically to wear it in the warmer weather. Would it be good in that situation, or is it more of like a cool weather scent? No entiendo tu idioma, disculpa loco, pero estoy perdido, guacho en inglés, de pedo, pase esa materia, ja. So, no entiendo tu idioma, no intention to do something, no intention to do something, and then just like laughing. I have no clue. City Rhythm Puerto Rico is one of my favorites for the summer. Grim, I've not tried it yet, but I am getting it tomorrow because I traded Tonka Cola for it. I love Tonka Cola, but I traded it for it. Muslim fragrances without alcohol. Okay, so just like Arabian fragrance oils, I have not. I think it's sweet enough you can rock it in the warm weather. Well, I was just confused because with the name Hawass Fire, I would think it's going to be like a super spicy fragrance. DJ, I know that ja means is like ha ha ha. That's why I said no entiendo, which is like no intention to do so. I don't even know. I took Spanish last year, dude, and I remember the slightest bit of it. But again, going back on my fragrances, original formulation is just a tad bit fresher. Yeah, okay. So the normal formulation is just a tad bit fresher. Not a tad bit fresher. Decent amount fresher and more fruitiness. I genuinely could have two different fragrances here. Like, okay. This is really interesting to me right now because, yes, at the base, they still kind of smell similar, but there's a decent amount of differences. So I think, if anything, what I could do is have this original fragrance, release it and do everything, because when I was showing people it, they absolutely loved it. And then this can be a flanker, or like a more intense version of it. That's actually a good ass plan. I think that could be what I could do, but who knows? LeBron or Kobe? LeBron. Kobe's good. Kobe's a great player, obviously. Um, just when you look at shooting volume, like, okay, here's the thing. Is Kobe a good leader? Absolutely a good leader. But also, like, just when you watch his games, and again, I'm not trying to like shoot down Kobe or anything, but watching him huck up like 10 threes a game and just like shooting any shot he can kind of gets a little annoying, kind of makes him a little overrated, but he's still a great player. Nice. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on it as far as content. Though my videos didn't do well, people just don't look for it in search terms. And it also definitely could be like, because it still is a relatively new fragrance, like a lot of that hype hasn't gone to that fragrance yet. Rasasi Hawass was out for like 5 years before people actually started hyping it up. But I don't know. I also feel like maybe some people are done with the Hawass line after all the hype with the original. Amazon return policy is crazy. How's it crazy, DJ? Thoughts on this year's NBA All-Star game? I didn't I watched bits and pieces of it. I didn't actually sit down to watch it. I think that the format is decent because, multiple games, there's actually like, now there's really no like incentive to win, but definitely does give like a better feeling to win because, instead of just playing one big game, play it's like five, I think, total of like, no, because each team, what is it? I don't know, but it's like 14, like, it's okay. I don't know. I do like the format being that it's multiple shorter games opposed to just like one big long game where you have to score like 130 points. But of course the players are going to trash on it. I don't know. How old are you? I'm 16. Bro, I can't because these supermodels keep following me on TikTok with big ass knockers. DJ, what are you talking about? I'm so confused. No, Newer Hawass gets a decent amount of views. People hate on Niles with City Rhythm as he has issues with some content creators. He has issues with content creators? That's interesting. That's actually really interesting. Grim. What kind of issues? Like he gets like pissed off if you give him like a bad review or something like that, or what? Sup, Go Dogs? How's it going? All 19 of my girlfriends think I'm cheating on them. Bawling your eyes out emoji, sad emoji, moaning emoji. All 19 of your girlfriends. Andre, you're weird, dude. Like, people who come in, they're like, bro, all 40 of my girls keep trying to call me. Like, you have maybe one girlfriend, max. And that's being generous. Just been grinding Fortnite. Fortnite, I haven't played the new season. Or I was seeing something about like some like Las Vegas theme season. I don't know. I haven't played it though. You sure you want that beard? You look better without it, in my humble opinion. The reason why I have the beard and why I keep it is because I have it's weird. I have sensitive skin, but not with like fragrances. So if I were to shave like if I didn't want any hair on my face, I'd have to shave like every like 2 or 3 days. But if I shave constantly, my skin breaks out. I get horrible acne, which is why for me, it's just easier to just keep it. My girlfriend likes it as well, which is why I keep it. I know he apparently wanted some creators to badmouth his old perfume or something, and they weren't having it. Yeah, no, like like and then that's almost dumb too, because if that's the reason he wants these reviewers to, badmouth the perfumers or his old perfumer and gets mad at them when they won't, that's not how you run a business. Now, obviously, like, I'm not going to now look at City Rhythm fragrances and be like, fuck City Rhythm, they suck. They're still very good fragrances. I thought Niles was the perfumer behind them too, because if you look on Fragrantica, it says he's the perfumer behind them. So if he's not the perfumer behind them, because if you're saying they wanted people to badmouth his old perfumer, that doesn't make sense, because then he's also not crediting his perfumer with those fragrances, which is absolutely dumb. Because you look, and I'm pretty sure it says the perfumers is Niles. Hi, buddy. I'm done with women just saying I hate their games and rejections. You're just done with women saying, hi, buddy. I'm done with women. What are you trying to say or ask, Simon? I'm confused. Are you just trying to ask how what are you trying to ask? I'm so lost on that one. I think it's basically his house, like a creative director. Well, and I understand, obviously, City Rhythm is his brand. It says by Niles and everything. But if I'm not mistaken, if you look, and I understand, yeah, creative director. He's like, oh, try and do this to the fragrance, but that doesn't mean he's the perfumer behind that. If he had someone else do it, he should not be putting his name down as a perfumer. Now, maybe if there's an agreement where he does a little bit of perfumery in the fragrances too, as the creative director, then I can understand him and that perfumer being on for the list of perfumers, but it shouldn't just be him. What's my favorite video game of all time? Probably kind of basic, but GTA 5. Plenty of women, Simon, get better at the game and learn to play to win. Yeah, Simon, I guess, just kind of going off what Grim said, there's a lot of women. If you're getting rejected by women, kind of try and take a look at maybe the girls that you're walking up to, approaching. Take a look at yourself even too. You don't want to you don't want to cold approach a girl, not looking good, maybe, just not at your best, walking up, oh, you look beautiful from down the street, can I get your number? That's probably not going to work. But just try and be confident. That's the biggest thing. Just try and be confident. What's the spray fragrance I plan to wear at prom? Probably just Stronger with You. It's my girlfriend's favorite. You should shave your beard. Okay. What's up, Micah? First live for me in a while. GGB? It has been a while, actually. Now that I think about it, how's it been? But also Pretty Babe, which I doubt that's probably true. The reason why I have my beard is because I have sensitive skin. So if I just keep shaving, I break out. That's why I keep it. And my girlfriend likes it as well. So I don't know. I also don't really need obviously people can come in and say whatever they want, but I feel like people think I'm gonna actually do something. If they come in and they're like, oh, you should shave your beard. It makes no sense. Let's talk about an underrated fragrance here. So if your goal is to smell clean and you almost want to smell just like a clean linen or clean laundry, in my opinion, Mont Blanc Individual is really good for that. It has a raspberry note. It has a dark chocolate note. Raspberry note, dark chocolate note. To me, it smells like a raspberry dryer sheet. It's so good. So good. It's been good. Just been busy. Hey, GGB. I was sick all last week. I was lacking. Thought I found a girl that really was the best friend, but found out they play with my feelings. Hey, that's not, fun or, enjoyable. But Simon, there's plenty of women out there. I'm going to take my dog out, but I'll keep you in my ear for your watch hours. Hey, Graham, I appreciate that. How to be confident. Um, I really feel like the only way you can be confident is if you're comfortable with yourself. You see a lot of people who aren't comfortable with themselves. Um, if you're not comfortable with yourself, then you can't really be like confident talking to women, talking to people, you know? You should be in drama club because you got charisma. I appreciate that. Your girlfriend is lucky. You're a really good yapper. Okay. LMAO, busted that individual on my earlier stream. Busted that individual. Oh, were you saying busted that individual? What do you mean by busted that individual on my earlier stream, Grim? Like you broke a bottle? Or what do you mean by busted? Oh, you busted it out. Yeah. No. Individual, super good. Super, super good. A lot of people try and dog on it, which I really don't understand why. A lot of people are like, it smells just like Joop Homme. Like, it has some similarities to Joop Homme, but it's a whole different fragrance. Yapper, what the hell? Exactly. Have you ran out of any fragrance? Like a full bottle of an actual fragrance that I wear? No. Cologne connoisseur, do you like Mercedes-Benz Club Black? I've never tried Club Black, unfortunately. Starwalker is nice too for a cheapie. I don't have the original Starwalker. I have Starwalker Extreme, which this is kind of an interesting fragrance because it's not a warm weather fragrance and it's not a cool weather fragrance. This is more like a spring fall fragrance. So it splits, but it splits weird too because, you know, normally you'll either have a fragrance that can be worn year round or normally just in the cooler weather, so fall and winter, or the warmer weather, spring and summer. So when you get fragrances that kind of split where it's like, oh, this is really good in spring and fall, or in spring and fall. It's just weird because, yeah, it's still 2 seasons, but it like splits it up halfway throughout the year. But then obviously you can wear this fragrance in the cool weather, but it's good. I do want to try the original though. How about Citizen Jack Absolute? I have not tried that one. I've heard about it, but I haven't tried it. I wear it to sleep. That bamboo note is calming for some reason. A lot of people say they'll throw on a couple sprays before bed because it's just like a really calming scent. What I normally do if I throw on something before I go to bed, I'm throwing on Burberry Touch. This is just a nice, very powdery fragrance. Easiest way to sum it up, insanely powdery, it's powdery with a lot of like soft spices. It's a very comforting scent. It's very good. Do you like painting? So assuming you're talking about the painting on my wall, I didn't paint that. My girlfriend's mom did. I paint a little bit, more or less. Really, I paint like in school in my art classes. I'm not a huge painting fan. If I want to do some form of art, I'm just gonna make fragrances and do perfumery. My bad, am I late? C2, you are not late. Let's see, we're 30 minutes in. I don't know if I'm gonna take this all the way up to an hour. I have to work at 5:30 my time, which is in an hour and a half. So if I go for another 30 minutes, then I'll have an hour, really like 45 minutes before I have to leave for work. But I don't know. Do you pay that painting? My girlfriend's mom did. Is my fragrance done? My fragrance? No, it's not. I mean, yes and no. Just because now technically if I wanted to, I could just sell it as is. But I don't know because I made this one, which is, if anything, I think I'll release the original one, and then like just as a eau de parfum, and then I will release this one as a flanker to it. And who knows? I could just keep it as eau de parfum concentration, or I could go up to parfum concentration. Being that it's a flanker, I would probably go up to parfum concentration. The fragrances are close to being done. C2 late as hell. C2, you are late as hell. I think I'm getting an Eros Flame. Oh, Eros Flame set of the fragrance shower gel in a bag. That would be pretty cool. Glad you're in good spirits, Graham, after you crashed out this morning. Why did Graham crash out this morning? Kobe, what's going on? Your lives were so comforting. Thank you, Lori. What's the best experience I've had while wearing cologne? I mean, best experience, just like being with my girlfriend in the early stages, wearing Stronger With You. That's really where my best experiences with fragrances come. Apart from that, though, just like any time I can get like a compliment with whatever fragrance I'm wearing is another time where like I have like some really good like, what am I trying to say here? Like when I can pull off a compliment, that's awesome for sure. And that definitely does make me feel good. You talk about your fragrance, yes, Kobe, I am. And what I was talking about it, so as you can see, 2 tester strips. This one is bent. This is the original one, and this is, I was just kind of trying to tweak it, but it kind of came out as like a different version. So I'm honestly thinking that I'll have to just turn this one into a flanker of the original. The original, kind of like this very fruity, sweet fragrance in the opening, because there's like there's pear, bergamot, and apple as the top notes that I use. So it's very juicy, sweet in the opening. And then you get a lot of frankincense and vanilla primarily. There's some amber in there as well. With this version, I was just trying to make it maybe a little more intensified. I took a little bit of the frankincense out. I took like a couple drops out. It's like 10 total drops for like per 50 ml formulation, or per like 50 ml bottle. I'd take like 10 drops of the frankincense out. And then I added cinnamon and a tad bit more vanilla. So this is just like a slightly more vanillic cinnamon version. So I think, and I was saying this, but I think more or less what I want to do is just release this one as the original and then eventually release this one as a flanker. You have a fragrance, I'll have to look into it. Cologne connoisseur, the fragrances are not out yet, but I'm in the process of making my own fragrances and stuff like that. You should try the original Bad Boy. I might have tried it, but I'm not completely sure. I was hoping Brian would be on here. Got to thank him for the shout out. I think Brian might be working. Nice, sounds good. How's longevity? So off the original one, because I can't really speak on longevity for the new one. Off the original one, if I spray it, I'm gonna say, and the only issue that I'm running into, they're not the weakest fragrances ever, but they're not like insanely strong. I would say I probably get around 5 to 6 hours of longevity. I don't know how, well, I do know how some of these brands make their fragrances really strong. They use a lot of fillers that strengthen the oils that they actually put in, but I don't have the money to like obviously I don't have as much money as these huge brands that are making fragrances. But that's definitely one of the issues that I'm running into. But I'm definitely thinking too, once I start to get like raw ingredients and stuff like that, then they will start lasting longer. Hey, G-Prod, $10 donation. G-Prod, I appreciate it. Dude, that was the first time I've been donated to in a hot minute. Y'all say W-G-Prod. G-Prod, thank you for that, man. I really do appreciate that. What up, McDonough? Will be the best comparison to the original. I don't know, because I haven't smelled anything like it. G-Prod with another $10. Y'all, spam with another $10. $30. Y'all, everyone keep spamming G-Prod. G-Prod, you're amazing, man. I appreciate that. Another $10. Hey, everyone, keep spamming G-Prod. G-Prod, appreciate you. I don't know how this guy does what he does. He says he like with another $10. Thank you, G-Prod. Fuck, dude. This is crazy. Another $10. Thank you, G-Prod. Fuck, dude. All right, hey G Prod, that's genuinely awesome, dude. I appreciate that. But G Prod was saying he works for like this like rich old. Another $10. Everyone spam WG Prod right now. 20 All right, hey G Prod. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do for all this money? Obviously, nothing weird. But what do you want me to do for this money? Whatever you say, I'll do it. 50? 140. Okay. No one's. Oh, actually, I was so worried because I was thinking someone was here. G Prod with a $50 donation after. G Prod, I would prank call McDonald's, but this is the phone. This is the only phone that I have. Fuck, how can I prank call McDonald's? G Prod, I can't prank call McDonald's cuz I'm on my phone right now. What do you want me to do? Dude, that's fucking crazy, dude. Thank you, G Prod. That shit's actually so fucking crazy. Fuck, dude. Insane. Thank you, G Prod. I really do appreciate that. I want to say that this is like the same amount that I was donated. There was like one time this lady came in and donated like around the same amount. But dude, absolutely awesome, G Prod. I appreciate that. Say my IQ is like Ben Simmons. Damn, I hope when I get monetized at G Prod on my streams, WG Prod. Dude, G Prod, like originally, I remember I'd always see him in Dayron streams donating. And he said he would like pop in and he'd donate me a couple bucks. And he's popped in a couple times. And he's donated like probably like 40 bucks. I obviously I don't know how much he's donated, but 140 G Prod. That is crazy, dude. I really appreciate that. Get those strengthening oils now, dude. I can now actually. Kids these days spoiled. ... Okay, Sullivan. You look like a nice guy. I obviously don't want to be rude to you. I mean, if you want to say I'm spoiled because G-Prod is a goat who wanted to donate, I guess you can say I'm spoiled. I guess you can say G-Prod is my sugar daddy in a way. Obviously, he's not. But I don't know. I guess if I'm spoiled, I'm fine being spoiled. Because, Sullivan, who got 140 bucks off YouTube? Not you. That's for damn sure. But yeah, dude, G-Prod. That is crazy, man. I really appreciate that, bro. Remembered him from Dayron streams. Thought he looked familiar. And it's crazy too because I feel like every time G-Prod's donated, he doesn't come in and say what's up and donates. He just comes in and just donates. I think half the time he just donates and just dips, which is absolutely crazy, G-Prod. I don't know how you do it, but that's crazy. I honestly forgot about Dayron. How can you forget about Dayron, G-Prod? What's up, Montrese? No, why did someone give you so much money us taxpayers are giving? You. No, why did someone give so much money us tax... No, why did someone give so much money? Okay, Sullivan? No, why did someone give you so much US tax... What are you trying to even say, Sullivan? I'm so confused. I know G-Prod, Dayron been super inactive with lives lately and content too. Gave Nico Harrison the idea to trade Luka. Got job open out the map. Bro, come on. G-Prod. Told you, man, ignore the haters. You put on good. Why can I not read that? Told you, man, ignore the haters, bro. You put on good content. You're a great person. Montrese, I appreciate that. Block Sullivan, bro. I mean, I could. I don't know what Sullivan's upset about. Sullivan, I'm sorry if you're jealous that I got donated, but sorry, Sullivan. Maybe start a YouTube channel, and then you could have G-Prod come in and donate to you. What time is it there? For me, right now, it's 4:11 p.m. I'm in Mountain Time. What's happening? Am I being blocked? I never said I'm blocking you, Sullivan. I'm just saying that I'm just confused on why you're upset that I got donated. Yeah, block the senior citizen. I never said I was going to block you, dude. I literally said I'm not gonna block you. I'm so confused. G-Prod, how much? G-Prod, how do you actually donate so much? I'm pretty sure G-Prod just like steals his mom's credit card. No, I'm playing. He said that he said that what was he said that he works for this like old rich guy or some shit. And what he donated like $50 to Dayron, and he said he works for like some like rich old guy. King's front office is trying to hire me. G-Prod, well, if you get that job, make me the point guard, and then just give me like $1 million, and then yeah. Cologne connoisseur, what's going on? All right, y'all block Sullivan. I'm not upset about that. I'm so confused, and I think it's ridiculous. Every single time I have a live where I get donated in, there is someone who's like, kids these days, so lazy. And it's like, okay, I'm sorry that, and I will say this, I'm very happy that I'm in a position where cool people like G-Prod and others are willing and donate to me. That is absolutely crazy to me, and I'm forever grateful to anyone who donates to me, no matter if it's $1 or like G-Prod donating $140 in stream. No matter what, I'm grateful. And I'm also grateful that I'm in a position where it's 2025. You can make a lot of money online doing stuff that you enjoy. So I'm very grateful. And to be fair, people in Sullivan's generation, although yes, they could technically start a YouTube channel, they don't, like, all I'm trying to say, I'm very grateful for the position that I'm in and for the time that I'm living in and for everyone. Some people are going to be jealous, and that is something that comes with it. G-Prod's just goated. Facts. I feel bad I didn't even donate $1 billion. I mean, G-Prod, you hit me up last weekend. You sent me like 135 million or something like that, but we're good, man. You're taking time out of your day to help people pick the right fragrance. I don't understand. Hey, Montrese, I appreciate that. Facts, Micah, they just don't understand new generation way of making money. And here's the thing. It's like, yes, I understand. It is so much easier now to make money than it was back in the day. Jobs pay more. There's this statistic, there's like 22 millionaires in America. And so it's like 1 in 15 people in America is a millionaire. That is crazy. That is crazy. And another thing that you got to think about, the poorest percentage in America is still above like 99% of the world. If you are living in poverty in America, you are making as much as some people in other countries make in their lives. You're making that in a year. In some cases, like Grim, he works at a hospital. So obviously he makes, I'm not like trying to say, oh, Grim is loaded. But if you work in a hospital, you make a decent amount of money. You make more money than the average person. We will say that. Obviously, depending on what you do. What Grim makes in a year is most definitely more than what 99%, I won't say 99% of the world, but 99% of people in third world countries will make their whole life, which is just like absolutely crazy. And really should show you just how much of an opportunity being in America is. I don't know why I just went on this huge like rant about that, but yeah. Unfortunately, things are hella expensive. Yes, things are more expensive now, but at the same time, yeah, I mean, things are more expensive, which is why money has gone up, which is why people are making more money. But still, like, you could thug it out in a 1-bedroom apartment in like a big ass city, like thug it out for 10 years. Cheapest apartment you can in New York. Don't have a car. Save so much money. and just move to like fucking Thailand for your whole life, dude, and you would be living like a king. Yeah, it's big enough for the both of us. That's why America's so great. Exactly. Exactly. We got 2 cologne connoisseurs. Oh, there are 2 cologne connoisseurs. I didn't realize that. I guess I was thinking cologne connoisseur was just the cologne connoisseur, but he just like changed his name and changed his profile picture. That was actually making me tweak for a little bit. Talking about fragrances, I believe Arab colognes are better than designer fragrances. Fair, okay. You know what? Here is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna reach. Okay, I have my hand on my Middle Eastern row. Not gonna look back. I'll block it so I can't see which one I'm going back for, and I'm just gonna grab the first one, which is Latafa Kamarakawa. Now I'm gonna go top row. I know everything here over is designer, so eyes closed. First one, okay, that's blue jeans, so I'm not gonna compare them. What's this? LeBeau. Okay. Actually, we'll just go with Lamal Elixir for this comparison. So, Arabian fragrances better than designer fragrances. Short answer, yes. Long answer, smelling both of these fragrances, they smell to me pretty much the same quality. I'm not going to sit here and say, no, Lamal Elixir smells a lot higher quality than Latafa Kamarakawa. That's simply not true. Performance. Lamal Elixir is a little bit stronger, but really not by much. Great projection, great longevity on both of these. Now, the price range. Would you rather spend, and as I said, none of these fragrances smell higher quality than the other. None of them last an insane amount longer than the other. These are 2 beast mode, really nice, cool weather fragrances. If I could say you could only pick one, would you rather pick Lamal Elixir, which is, this is the 4.2 ounce, so $145 retail, or Kamarakawa, which we'll even give this a higher price point. We'll say this is $50, which this is like a $30, $35 fragrance. Which one would you pick? Chances are you would probably pick you'd probably pick Latafa Kamarakawa, or at least me, right? Because these are my interpretations of the fragrance. If you're like Lamal Elixir for 145 or Kamarakawa for 50, I'm going Kamarakawa. So are Middle Eastern fragrances better than designer fragrances? I would say because you still get as much, if not more, creativity than designer fragrances. Normally they're decently strong as well, and they're like a third of the price. So I would say, yes, I agree. My shelf is growing a lot. Hey, cologne connoisseur, I appreciate that. It's not about the region, it's about the smell. For sure, it is about the smell. But when we're talking about, Middle Eastern fragrances are better than designers, it just goes up to opinion. In my opinion, they're better. Thanks, Micah. No problem. I can find Lamal Elixir for 100. Well, yes, right. You can find it for 100, but that's also why I said retail 145 on this. Show how your fragrance is going. Forgot to get an update on them. Oh, so how are my fragrances going? So right now, I have 2 separate fragrances. This one is that reformulation or like second version of the original one that I made. So this is the one that I had added cinnamon and a little bit more vanilla to. So this one is going to be not released for a while. This one, however, is going to be released sooner than later. The differences between them, this is more fruity with frankincense, and this is more of like a cinnamon with frankincense. Both good. This is definitely more of just like an easier wear fragrance, and this is like an intensified version. So that's how the fragrances are going. Throw some duo combos. Here's one of mine, Paris Hilton Man with Hawass, great duo. Duo that I like to do or great layering combo, Hawas and 9 p.m. or Ultramall. I have Ultramall. You don't even need Hawas. If you have Invictus, you can use Invictus. Something with the Invictus DNA and something with the Ultramall DNA. Try this layering combo. It is so good. Especially with all the dupes now, 95% accurate for a quarter of the price. Exactly. Like, you can get clones of niche fragrances for 50 bucks. Where, in my opinion, that's really where the appeal of Middle Eastern fragrances come in. Because why would I spend $200 to get Mancera Tonka Cola when I can just spend $45 on a clone that's 85% similar? Dude, I got Paradise Garden the day it was announced because I have hookups with the factory workers. I don't really like Paradise Garden. It's not per se a bad fragrance, but it's just really not good. Are you gonna make a website? Yes, I'm having a website built for me right now. And it's a full website, so it won't even be like a Shopify link. I will own the domain and everything like that. Hi to subscribe. Thank you, Dim Sun. Grimg, I know it's hard, man. It's kind of the same. It's kind of the same thing, like having a longtime friend. All of a sudden, he turns on you, starts talking shit behind your back. You just got to move, man. That's what I did. Wait, I am, and he's about to get the boot. Trying to be cool since he was supporting me. I was interfering with my channel and my peace. I need to go back and figure out what happened. And when my old ass started a channel, anyone can start a channel. I'm trying to find this beef. Well, I just not even beef, but Grim explaining what's going on. Okay, okay. I cannot see him, so I have no clue. JB, what's going on? Wait, Grim, what happened? I'm so confused because I know I heard C2 talking about the beef, and I was going back trying to find the chats, and it's like snippets that I'm seeing. But either like somehow some messages got deleted or something like that I don't get the full story. Hopefully your fragrance doesn't get duped for a quarter of the price. If my fragrance gets duped for a quarter of the price, dude, then it's like a $15 fragrance. So Micah, it's this mob guy who keeps begging for mod every Grim stream, and he's bad-mouthing other people in the chat. See, now here's the thing. If I have a mod, and if they start like bad-mouthing another person in the chat, and like, say for example, C2 is like, oh, fuck Grim G, then I'm gonna be like, nah, C2, and I'm gonna take his mod away. Now, that doesn't mean to me that like if I can see C2 has like changed, then I can make him mod. But for the most part, like if people are being disrespectful, and especially if they're like trying to make you make them a mod, that's just crazy work. And it really just doesn't make a lot of sense. The sense of entitlement that I see online is absolutely crazy. I cannot explain to you how many times I've been in a live and someone's like, make me mod now. And I'm like, no. One, I'm not going to make you mod. Two, now I'm definitely not going to make you mod. Yeah, I'm not going to allow him to badmouth people. Exactly, Grim. Mike, is it weird you love Paco Phantom and you're contemplating buying a full bottle? No. I think the Phantom line's a pretty likable fragrance. Fragrance line in the original, it's just like a nice like woodsy lavender fragrance. I don't think that it's weird that that you want to get a full bottle of it. Got YSL Myself. Hey, JB, YSL Myself is so good. That's another one I really need to pick up here soon. People who beg for mod are most likely going to troll and ban your whole chat, or ban people that they don't like. Exactly. Another thing y'all got to be looking out for. This has happened to me twice. And luckily, like, I completely recovered from it because I was, like, quick to act on it. But there's been a couple times. The first time this had happened, somebody came in with an account called Brian's Fragrances with the same profile picture Brian was using. And they put in the chat, they're like, hey, something was being weird. I don't have my mod anymore. Can you make me mod? And I was like, oh yeah, sure. Because it's literally Brian's Fragrances, literally his exact name with his exact profile picture. I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. I make him mod. The second I make him mod, I start seeing people getting banned by him. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And then the real Brian joins in like like 5 minutes later, dude. It was so crazy. Excited because you're going to the Dominican Republic for my birthday. Hey, JB, that's cool. That's why I'm telling Grim, don't give him it. Exactly. You look like Travis Scott. Can you sing Fiend? Fiend, 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 fiend. Smells like candy, but not as juvenile as 1 million I wore as a teenager 11 years ago. 1 million. Okay, so I have a clone of 1 million. This Halloween Man EDT. It's just like a slightly fruitier 1 million. And I can definitely see this going more that youthful route. Now, more mature people could wear this one as well, but I agree. The 1 million DNA, that original DNA, is definitely going to be a little bit better for the younger crowd. But we got about 3 minutes left. I think actually we got about 2 minutes left. So start putting it in your guys' last comment, and I'm going to get going. I was looking for fragrances with the same notes as the flank you're making. Found one. Nectar Laboratorio Olfavito has vanilla, cinnamon, and frankincense. I mean, I've never personally tried it. It could smell like it. I've never tried it, though. You look like Travis Scott. Can you sing Fiend? You're like the fourth person who told me that. Do I really look like Travis Scott, guys? I mean, like, I get it, but come on. No, so I think it's so interesting. And now, obviously, like, GGB, you're not saying that I'm ripping off this person. But I swear, I'm predicting this. I'm gonna make a fragrance, and someone's gonna be like, "You're ripping off this fragrance." I can just sense it already. Go live at work. I can't go live at work. My managers actually, when it was my first day, they were talking to me, and they're like, we understand that you make content. They're like, obviously make content. Do not record in the store, or else we will fire you. And I was like, oh, okay. LMAO, don't go live at work, you get fired. They would definitely fire me for that. Well, and then Grim, the big difference though is that you're in a hospital as well. So even if you're just like walking down a hospital corridor, you can still pick up some like sensitive information possibly. For sure. But regardless, just really don't record stuff at work. Now, I've seen some people, they're on like their lunch break and they're like, what's going on, everyone? I'll be live later tonight. I'm just at work chilling. I'll see you all later. Like, that's fine. But as soon as you're like walking around, recording yourself, kind of making a scene, that's where it gets iffy. Yeah, frankincense, such a unique no. I don't think anyone will accuse you of ripping anything off. Hey, you might be surprised, but who knows? They're not a huge fan of camera on the job and in the area. But for my birthday, she get Hawas Ice. I would say get Hawas Ice. I've never tried it. It looks really good and it's cheap. But y'all, please put in your guys' last comments. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I don't think G-Prod is in this live anymore, but this number y'all see up here, $139.91. All thanks to G-Prod. Absolutely crazy, bro. I appreciate that, G-Prod, if you are still here. And even that nobody else donated, I still appreciate each and every one of you guys. Don't think that I'm gonna look at G-Prod differently because he donates, or someone who donates differently compared to someone who doesn't. It's not what I do. But nonetheless, I'm still very, very grateful for everyone. I appreciate you all. Have a good day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Live, probably not tomorrow, but sometime soon for sure. Fragrance, non-fragrance people won't know and wear. Work fragrance that people... Okay, work fragrance. Oh, shit. Go Paris Corner Maj Moscow Mule. Very refreshing. Very refreshing. Citrus. And like ginger. Have a great rest of your day, Micah. Safe night at work. Live was fun last night. C2 definitely was. Have a good night. If you get some money on my card, try and donate $10. Hey, JB, and if you don't, I'm not tweaking about it. Everyone have a good night. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace, everyone.